Yo. All right. So it's just a lot easier for me to come live right now. I just don't have the time, man. I don't have the time right now to get you guys a classic, normal, edited video uploaded kind of the manual way for Friday. Still want to go over all these Friday games. So I'm just going to do it live and leave the live up on the channel for you guys to view at your convenience. If you're new to my channel, if you're just swinging by, if you just found this or whatever, definitely hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the live stream as well. We're going to go over every baseball game today, but it is the transition day, guys. This is it, man. This is the last baseball stream. It's just time to make the transition. So this is it. This is the last rundown. It's been a good season. Put a couple of bucks in our pocket, but the gloves are coming off, man. The gloves are coming off. It's time to just lock into football. So from here on out, we're looking at football content here on the channel. There'll still be a couple baseball wagers in the mix, like very few and far between. Maybe one or two if the spots are really, really good. But baseball, for the most part, is over. It's time to make some serious money. Just for a little example, I've been betting $100 units on baseball. So you guys see the text all the time on the screen when I show you. Generally, when I bet baseball, man, it's like 50, 100, sometimes like a couple $100 a pop. When I bet football, it's 4 digits, sometimes pretty deep into the 4 digits as well. So maybe that speaks volumes. Today as well, the futures bets for college, they'll be sent out to the client list as soon as this live stream ends. So once we can run through all of these baseball games and football games for Friday, I'm going to get on the text list and send everybody the full list of futures bets for college. So if you guys want those, hop on the website, man. It's a one-day only thing. You know, I'm not going to offer them tomorrow, whatever. We got college football tomorrow. Saturday is college football somehow, 1 day away from college football. Pretty exciting stuff. Again, if you want the full list of all of my college football futures bets, win totals, teams that I think are going to make the playoff, conference winners, all of that type of thing, you got to have an active subscription today. So even if you're seeing this live stream at like 11 o'clock, feel free to sign up, man. I'll get you the plays immediately. I think that's pretty much it. We'll just start rocking and rolling and run through these games just like I normally do. It's just not going to be a typical uploaded video. I'll just do it here live, and you guys can just view the live on my channel at your convenience. I think that's pretty much it, man. How are you guys doing? You guys do okay today? I see a couple of you popping in here. I know it's super late night hours. I'm not sure who's watching right now, but I guess we'll just dig into the games. Baseball, MLB, man, the last time. I think we've gone over thousands of games this year, man. Thousands. I mean, how many do we do? Usually like 10 to 13 games. We've been doing it probably on average 4 days a week for the entire baseball season. Whew, it's been a grind, man. It's been a grind. Hopefully we can finish August strong. Still got plenty of time. Today's only the 23rd. Hopefully we can get August into a nice profit margin as well and just stack yet again a profitable month. I mean, we've been hitting just like pretty consistent 3, 4, sometimes 5 units of profit per month during these kind of dog days of summer type deal. NFL, college, gloves are coming off, man. It's going to get real. So game one here, there's no day baseball. Everything's pretty much nighttime. Reds and Pirates, man. Abbott and Falter. Oh, man. This is a contradiction. I want to take the over. I don't like either of these guys, man. Abbott, a little bit better on the road. He gets shelled at home. It's tough because the pitching sucks. The bullpens suck. I want to take an over at 8.5. It's just a little bit hard to trust these particular offenses is kind of the way I'm looking at it. I still got to lean that way, man. 8.5, that's plenty reasonable. I hope these teams aren't half asleep just because they're kind of out of contention for anything serious this year. It's kind of that point in the season with MLB to where you kind of find these spots where you almost need to be so selective with what you're betting in baseball because you want to at least have some type of substance in the game. Like you want something to be meaningful. Reds and Pirates, man, late August, dude, these players don't give a fuck, man. These players don't give a shit. And I want to take the over. I just hope people aren't half asleep in this one. I'm still going to go over the total, 8.5. I think I might look at the Reds on the money line as well, -104. Money line, Cincinnati Reds. Astros, Orioles, Hunter Brown, Povich in this one. This is a pretty solid game here. Pitching's all right. The total's up at 9. 9. I kind of want to go under. But again, man, Astros and Orioles, dude, these lineups can go off. These lineups can go absolutely off, and it should be an extremely competitive, close game. You always have to deal with extra innings. Let me check the first 5. Let's see what the total is. Got to be 4.5. How juicy is it? Under 4.5 is plus money, plus 102. Maybe that's a way to look. It's just, I don't know. These teams hit the ball pretty good. I think the Orioles are due to get to Hunter Brown. He's been good, man, but he has the spots where he gets shelled. And I think the Astros can absolutely get to Povich right now. I don't love the game, man. That's such a coin flip. I mean, if you want to bet on something like that, just like go to your local casino, go to the roulette table, and you pick red or black. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm not betting that. Rockies, Yankees. Wow. That's an interesting game. Yankees are minus 275 on the money line. Even the run line is juiced at almost 140 here on FanDuel. Freeland going and Rodon going. I don't like the starting pitching for the Yanks, man. I think this is a game that you live bet. Let a few innings go by. Maybe the Rockies can get a couple of runs here, even though their offense on the road is literal trash. If the Rockies can somehow get out to like a 2-0 lead or something, you could live bet the Yankees. I can't lay that type of pricing with the starting pitching of the Yankees in this one. Freeland, he's been halfway serviceable at times. I do have faith that the Yankees come through late in the game, but I just don't like the pricing. Angels, Blue Jays here. Oh, this game's disgusting too. This is going to be a snooze fest. Probably under the total of 9 in this one. I know Bassett's trash, but the Angels don't really scare me. The lineups just don't really scare me here. I'd probably go under the total of 9. Probably like a 4-2 type of a game. Cubs and Marlins, Kendricks, Meyer. I mean, it's a pitcher-friendly ballpark here. Cubs offense on the road can kind of be a dud. Marlins are the Marlins. I think this is another under. I think under 8.5 in this Cubs and Marlins game. Maybe go first 5 innings under as well. I don't really have a play on the side here. Hendricks has been so bad, and that's a little bit scary. Maybe even look at the Marlins on the money line. It just kind of comes down, man. It's like how many, how much do these people care, man? How much do these people care? Only 12, they missing out. What's that mean, man? Thanks. 7.5 over Mets Padres. Nice. Yeah. I was on the Padres. I lost a bet on the Padres today. I took Padres first 5 innings on the run line. Dylan Cease, man. We got some problems with Mr. Cease. He's not the same guy. He's not the same guy, man. He's not the same guy. Dylan Cease is a fade, man. He's a fade at this point in time. Let me keep running through these games. I'll get back to your guys' comments in a second here. But yeah, probably under in that Cubs Marlins game. Texas Rangers, Cleveland Guardians. I mean, the Rangers are cooked. They can be half serious. They can like kind of pretend like they still want to win games. They're cooked, man. Evaldi, he hasn't been the same. I think this is a Guardian spot. They kind of got roughed up by the Yankees. Now they're at home. They've cooled way off. Maybe the bats get going in this one. It's a pretty low total. I'd also be looking at an over. I know the bullpen for the Guardians has been strong. I don't care. I'd play over 7.5. But I like the Guardians better in this one. And I think you lay the run line based on the pricing. Guardians minus 1.5 in this game is plus 170. Plus 170. That's a really good price on a capable team that's playoff bound, that has more things to play for. The Rangers are done. They could just show up and not care. I think based on pricing, lay the run line. Lay the 1.5 with Cleveland in that one. Diamondbacks, Red Sox, Nelson and Bayo, over. I know 9.5 is super high. The only way I could look here is over, and I'd have to look at the Diamondbacks on the money line. I mean, they're plus 114. They're the better team. I hate Nelson. I think the Red Sox could shell him. That's why I was leaning over, but Yeah, it's just, I mean, what are we doing? Really? The Red Sox at home are a favorite over the D-backs? I want the Red Sox in spots where they're an underdog on the road. That's where you hammer the Red Sox. Home favorite over the D-backs? No. The only scary thing is when it comes to betting the Diamondbacks is their bullpen is kind of suspect. That's why I would lean over the total. I don't think 9.5 is high enough. That's double-digit runs. Over. Nationals, Braves here. Just it's kind of like the Yankees game, man. Just based on pricing, it's like basically a pass. We got Mackenzie Gore. We got Chris Sale, right? So we have a monster pitching advantage. But even this Braves offense, man, I know recently they've kind of come back to life, but overall, I can't trust them. It's just a stay away, man. It's just a stay away game. I just can't, I can't get there. Maybe lay a run line with the Braves in the first 5 innings. But again, the pricing is just so bad. It's just so bad. They're just a huge favorite. And I don't think they deserve to be. The Braves haven't been good enough to be almost a minus 300 favorite, in my opinion. I'm going to pass on that one. Tigers, White Sox, Montero, Flexen, trash pitching. I think we go over. I know these lineups are trash, bad offenses. I get it. Tigers and White Sox, they're still professionals, man. And if the pitching's bad, runs should come across here. I think we're going to get some runs. 8.5. It's a reasonable number. I got to go over the total in this one. No play on the side. Cardinals, Twins, Festa, Plante. They've both been serviceable. These aren't studs, but they're not slouches. Like pretty decent pitching, halfway decent. I think we go Twins run line. I think we lay the 1.5 runs with the Twins. It's almost plus 150. Twins at home, kind of like the Brew Crew, kind of like the Royals. Good offensive production at home. I think they can get to the Cardinals a little bit here. I would go with the Twins on the run line. Phillies Royals. Here's a nice game. Walker and Michael Wacha. I talk about the Royals being strong at home. They're minus 132 here. I can't do it. I can't do it against the Phillies. I'm not willing to lay that type of a number against Philadelphia. Walker's been pretty good. Michael Wacha, he's been good as well, but maybe he's due for some regression. I'm not comfortable enough with Kansas City to lay a run line versus Philly, so I don't want to look at that, even though the price is good. I think I'd be looking at the Phillies on the money line in this one. And I hate to do it because I'm a big Royals guy. When the Royals are home, man, I've been cashing a lot of tickets on them. I like the Royals. I just can't do it based on pricing in this spot. Probably go under the total as well, under 9.5. But in a close game like this, you might get extra innings. Mets, Padres. Padres, they're so dead to me, man. But here, again, pitching advantage. I mean, how many times do we gonna have a pitching advantage, though, and it just doesn't pan out? Blackburn and Musgrove. This should be a Padres win, man. The Padres are the hottest team in baseball over like the last 30 days. But like the last few days, not that impressive, man. You would think this is a spot where they get back in the win column. Padres money line. I'm just not going to bet it. I'm done. I'm done with them for a little bit. Brew Crew, Athletics, JP Sears, Savali going. I think we get some offense here. We got to go over the total of 7.5 in this Brewers and Athletics game. I don't want to take the Brewers on the money line because they're on the road. I'll go over the total. Giants, Mariners, good pitching. Birdsong here in Castillo. Good pitching. I think we look at the first 5. Let's see. Can we still get a 4.5 or is it 3.5? First 5 total runs is 4.5. It is a little juicy, but not bad. Minus 138 on FanDuel. That's what I would play. Giants, Mariners, first 5 innings under 4.5 runs. And the last game here is the Rays and the Dodgers. I think the Rays are cooked, man. That's a pretty trash offense. I think Miller can do okay. Dodgers offense. I don't know. I guess you just go square here. Probably go Dodgers minus the 1.5. Probably on the run line. Plus 110. I think that's the only way to look. Maybe just do like a team total over for the Dodgers as well. Just in case somewhere out of the blue, the Rays have a bunch of offense. Maybe they steal the game. I do think the Dodgers can get over their total. I think they're at 4.5. It's not listed right now, but I think their team total is going to be set at 4.5. I would go over 4.5 for the Dodgers. And that's the rundown, guys. That's the last rundown, man. That's it. 2024 MLB season. Um, like I said, there's still going to be some bets in the mix, right? I'm going to still pay attention to baseball. When I find a really, really good spot that I still think is worth risking money on, a couple of baseball plays will still be sent to clients here over the next, few weeks. But for the most part, baseball content and baseball betting has come to a close, man. It's been a good season. Made a couple of dollars. Nothing like totally out of control. It's a grind. That's what baseball is. Now the gloves come off. Real money's going to be made. Let's take a look at these preseason games for Friday as well. Let me check your comments. Padres to win tomorrow. Yeah. This is the best time to bet baseball. No, it's not. NFL is going to be a landmine field. Bruh. Maybe for you, man. Maybe for you. Absolutely not. This is transition time. This is when you make big money. Let's see here. NFL preseason. What are we looking at? What are we looking at here? Yeah, some pretty crazy lines. I like the Niners, man, just based on line movement. They're a 7.5-point favorite. I mean, the whole world's going to find it so attractive to grab that 7.5 points with the Raiders just because it's so many points in a preseason game. That line opened at like a 1.5. I mean, the line movement's strong. You could use the 49ers money line in a parlay if you want. I know I'm not a parlay guy, but that's a pretty good spot to find one. Let me look up the money splits on this Niners game. Let me get out of MLB here. Let me go to football. Let's make sure it's not too public. NFL. Here we go. You can still get a -7 on DraftKings too. Yeah, it's not crazy public. The sharp money's undeniably on the Niners. The Niners are the right side in this game, in my opinion. I'd be playing the Niners. Yeah, I don't even care that it's a 7.5. On DraftKings, you can still get a 7. So there you go. San Francisco -7, DraftKings, probably the way I'd play the game. Maybe look at the first half too. The first half spread's 3.5. Yeah, I'd probably lay the points there too with the Niners. Total, don't love the total in this one. I mean, the Raiders stats, I mean, we can even look at some of those other let me pull this up for you guys. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Boom. Let me move this. I mean, Raiders, man, they're 0-2 in preseason. In that last game, man, I mean, I like Aiden O'Connell. It's just like, damn, bro, this team is not it. This team is not it. 315 yards, 250 through the air, 70 on the ground, 4 punts, 1 interception against the Cowboys, who were like totally disengaged. I mean, the Cowboys are super, super cocky. I don't know, man. I don't think this Raiders team, they can move the ball up and down the field. They can't finish, man. I just don't trust this team to get points. I think this is the one game out of the preseason where the Niners show a little bit of emphasis. So I'd be looking at San Fran in that one. I think we got the Jaguars Falcons, right? Yeah, we got Jags, Falcons, money splits. I mean, money line, people are on Atlanta. But in terms of the spread, a little bit of sharp action on the Jags here. There's some 6.5s out there. There's some 7s. Interesting. In this particular game, I'd be looking at the points. I like San Fran minus the big number. But here, I think I'd be looking at Atlanta plus the points in this one. I think the Jags have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I think the Atlanta Falcons, they got some expectations. They got some questions to answer here. I think we get a pretty good effort from them. They're the home team. I'd probably be taking that 7 points with the Falcons in that one. And then we got Miami and Tampa Bay. Yeah, there's only 50 grand. It's only 50K on this game so far. Maybe this one gets upwards of 100K. Not crazy. Some 2.5s out there. There's a couple of 3s. You can get a 3 on FanDuel if you like Miami. A little bit of sharp action in terms of the spread on Tampa Bay. Not much. Money line, people are taking a stab on Miami. I hate the coaching staff of the Tampa Bay Bucks, man. Let's look at some of these stats real quick. I mean, I can't stand the staff of the Bucks, man. Low IQ. I don't like the organization. I really don't. So they got absolutely smoked by the Jags. 200 yards, man. Put up 200 yards. No turnovers, 200 yards. Kyle Trask. Yeah, I mean, I just don't love the quarterback room. Don't love the quarterback room. Did the Jags go hard in this one? Not really, but they got a pretty solid team. Beathard's pretty good. Mac Jones had a pretty good game. Yeah, interesting day of football, interesting day of baseball. I think it's a pretty good day of baseball, to be honest. There's some good spots out there. Might be one of the last days I hit with like a full 4 or 5 pick slate before we officially dive into the into football. Man, I wish this Florida State Georgia Tech game was not like in fucking Europe. Like, what are you doing? Can we stop with this like expand the sport bullshit? Like, I don't want to see my Green Bay Packers play the Eagles in Brazil. I don't care. Like, can we have it in America? Can we have normal football? Trying to make some money here. I'd love to bet on this Georgia Tech and Florida State game. I don't know if I'm going to get to the window, man, just based on it being in Europe. I just don't like doing that shit. I like winning money. I don't bet just to bet, you know. I'm serious about when I put money down, I really think it's going to come through. And just such a weird weekend. We're still like a week away from real stuff. Let me double check a couple more things. If you guys have any last minute questions, just drop them in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to leave this live stream up on the YouTube page for everybody to just look at it all throughout the day tomorrow. Again, a second reminder, if you're just coming through right now, today, like as soon as I end this live stream, my list of college football futures bets will be sent out to the client list. So if you guys aren't currently signed up, link in the description, danspicks.net if you just want to Google it. Even just a weekly package. I mean, it's less than $30. You can get a full week of picks and you get that entire list of the futures bets. One of those is a 5-unit play. I mean, it's a big one. It's a win total on a certain team in college football, 5-unit play. So let's check out some money splits on some baseball real quick. I'll give you guys like a couple more minutes to drop some questions. August 23rd. Just want to look at one game. I want to look at this Cleveland game. The sharps on Cleveland pretty good. Interesting. A little bit of early sharp money on Texas in that one. Not that that's meant fucking anything lately. I mean, Jesus Christ, baseball's been erratic for a couple of days now. Really, really erratic. Check out this Padres game. Definitely early sharp action on the Padres, man. People are on the Padres pretty early. Just a heads up. I mean, they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball. Not a great like 2 or 3 games here. Is it a day for them to get right? Cover a run line? I mean, we're talking plus 160 on Caesars. Padres minus 1.5. Almost plus 160. That's a pretty good run line price for probably the hottest team in baseball. Blackburn, don't love them. I don't know. The Padres, man. Bittersweet relationship with them. The rest of these games, one last scroll through. I mean, yeah, I'd say there's 3 or 4 spots I might drop half a unit on. But college football is the main squeeze, man. That's where the focus is going to be. Again, guys, this is the official transition video to football. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, man. I mean, this is it. It's Friday. I've been doing baseball videos all season long. There's been a couple of weekend videos in the mix, but for the most part, they've been Monday to Friday. Today's Friday, and we're going to wrap it up. So like I said, there'll still be a couple of bets here and there when I find good spots sent out to the clients. But in terms of videos here on the channel, going over all the games, baseball's come to a close. This is the last rundown for the season. So I appreciate everybody who's been coming through the channel. It's been a good year. It's been fun. We've gone over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games. So hopefully you guys cashed a bunch of tickets. And you can expect football content, man, just about on a daily basis. I got it all recorded. I got a bunch of stuff I got to drop. I'll be doing a lot of live streams. I got to kind of figure out the right days and times to be coming on here and going over games with you guys. We'll do some parlay building. Look, I'm anti-parlay. I preach it. But that's mainly for baseball and basketball, the erratic sports that you got to straight bet. Football, you can make a killing with parlays. And I'm not talking like we're putting $10 down to get rich and put like 20 things together. I'm talking mainly 2-leg parlays, not teasers, money line parlays, 2 at a time, sometimes 3. You can make a lot of money that way, and we'll build some together on live stream. Just kind of figure out some details and tweak some things. I think that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty late here. It's 1:30. I got some stuff to do. I got to send the clients those future bets for college football, and just keep digging on research. Going to do a couple more hours here, just going over the baseball slate on my own, back checking some numbers, some projections, see how some things look. And yeah, man, this is it. This is the real deal. I mean, I can finally bet real money again, man. I've been betting just like 50, 100, sometimes 200 a piece on these baseball games, and I'm finally going to be going back to the casino, dropping a few grand on like a daily basis. So football's always the main squeeze, man. It's exciting. I'm going to bring you guys some content from the casino, whole bunch of stuff. So NFL, man, let's make a killing this year. I'm going to do my best to get you guys as much free information as I possibly can. And don't go too crazy with college football, please. There's a lot of weird things. Like I said, the 1 games in Europe, there's only a few games. Don't be chasing your money on that fucking Hawaii game at midnight East Coast time if you've already lost, earlier that day. We're like 1 week away from the big, normal dozens and dozens and dozens of games type of a slate. It's just going to be so much fun, man. I can't wait. And by the way, I'll be at the West Virginia and Penn State game a week from Saturday, a week from tomorrow. I'll be at that game. So if anybody's at West Virginia, Penn State, just drop me a DM on TikTok or just leave a comment here on YouTube. I'll also be in Nashville, big party with the SoBet sports betting crew and some celebrities and some athletes and some stuff like that for the kickoff, for the NFL kickoff weekend. So yeah, got some big trips coming up, some big events. I'll be around. Reach out if you want to meet up. But good luck, everybody, on Friday. Catch you in the next video.